guys, I'm Layla. Welcome to Raid Lore Stories. Today's lore story is going to be for Bystophus, one of the legendary Night Revenants, and I hope you guys enjoy his in-game lore story. The Cult of Cleth is a vast, complex machine stretching across every continent in Teleria. Such a massive network of spies, cultists, necromancers, and slaves is impossible to coordinate under one single hierarchy, and so the cult does not only answer to its all but immortal founder. While Losent Cleth rules where he can, and his commands are obeyed without question, there's plenty of opportunity for lesser leaders among the elites of the cult, the Night Revenant, to rise to near total independence. While the independence grants flexibility, it also renders the cult vulnerable to great treachery. Bystophus was a powerful commander in the Night Revenant. He was a leader of the chapter in the Hallowed Halls, a temple complex that sat among the ruins of a failed ancient Gallon-Pack city near the northern mouth of the Stormwind Wastes. The location is brutally remote. However, that remoteness was strength as much as weakness, for it was one of few regions in all Teleria where the Night Revenant could operate freely. They used the Hallowed Halls frequently, launching expeditions from it deeper into the wastes in search of necromantic secrets, lost artifacts, powerful poisons, or other assets that were of great service to Cleth's plans. Outposts were scattered through the waste to extend the cult's reach, and they depended on the supplies that flowed in and through the Hallowed Halls. All of these resources were under Bystophus' direct control. He had been chosen for his loyalty, but Bystophus was not loyal to Cleth directly. Unlike most Night Revenant, he was loyal to the cause. He believed that the cycle of death and rebirth that the Night Revenant must face in order to extend their lifespan was sacred. He believed that he, and all Night Revenant, were better than everyone else down to their souls, and that, in Lumea's name, the Night Revenant would inherit control of all Teleria. It was a level of devotion the Night Revenant tolerated or ignored, but few shared. Most among their ranks only joined out of greed. Immortality is an incredible prize. So, when a mysterious, shadowed figure began lurking in the dreams of many Night Revenant, their paranoia and cynicism caused them to reject its whispers out of hand. Bystophus was severely lacking in these traits, however. Bystophus listened to the figure with an open mind, and, in the months and years that followed, it wrapped him around its fingers. It spoke of the true power and superiority of the Night Revenant, and how close Bystophus had come to apotheosis. What's more, the figure also claimed Lumea was, in fact, no patron of the Night Revenant at all, nor even of Teleria. It said that she kept all the Telerians in bondage, in fear of death, when she could have made them all immortal. Only Seroth had their true interests at heart, it said. Only Seroth could protect them. Only Seroth knew the truth. Bystophus ate up these claims and begged for more. And so, it was that Seroth found his first true believer among the Night Revenant, the grand order that Cleth had built, an order that once believed in nothing but itself, could finally be held in Seroth's grip. Bystophus was his first supplicant, but he would not be the last. The Night Revenant was determined others would find the truth, as he had. It took decades for Bystophus' influence to spread, and with Seroth's whispered guidance, it did so in secret. His followers remained a part of the Night Revenant, but to each other, they called themselves the Sect of Seroth. The sect grew and grew, eventually infiltrating a larger portion of the Cult of Cleth, not only in the Hallowed Halls and its many satellite laboratories, but even as far away as the catacombs of Narbuk. The sect grew so large that it drew the attention of Cleth himself, but only after it had become entrenched enough that Cleth could not cut the cancer out without threatening his whole organization. So, Cleth was forced to do nothing, not openly. Behind closed doors was another matter, but it meant that Bystophus, and by extension Seroth, still had time. Seroth had elaborate plans for Bystophus and his sect. Not long-term plans, for Cleth would no doubt act eventually, but the sect was still a valuable resource. A war between Karak and Aravia, the invasion of the Free Cities, the kidnapping of thousands of refugees. The dominoes would begin to fall. Thanks to Bystophus, a great many Night Revenant would become the obedient soldiers Seroth had always wished them to be, even if Cleth ensured they would not remain so for long. So guys, this is the lore story for Bystophus. It's interesting how they basically portray him as almost Seroth's first follower in the Night Revenant order. Guys, drop me some comments down below what you think of this story, and thanks so much for watching.